Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering. Off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat the stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about the stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. I just wanted a chicken sandwich. I figured I could review something. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for today, though? Happens to be my Spine Shank shirt. If you're unfamiliar with the band Spine Shank, so was I a million years ago. I actually got introduced to them by a friend who was like much more into kind of like the underground music scene than I was at the time. And he went over there and he gave me like a little sort of demo tape that they were passing out at the time and had a couple songs on it. And I actually really liked it at the time. I thought they were really cool, but I didn't really go beyond that. It wasn't until a few years later, in sort of like the the sort of like late '90s, early 2000s, when they really started to break through. They're often classified as a nu metal band or sometimes industrial. They have elements of both. I really enjoy their stuff, and I was fortunate enough to see them perform live after they'd gone on hiatus for 13 years, just about a month ago. Now, folks, I do actually have some videos of their performance that I attended. Those videos are on my channel in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be more than happy to point you in the right direction as far as their music is concerned, because I just think they're awesome. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Chicken sandwich, eh? So yes, I just got through reviewing, boom, pineapple citrus energy drink thing from Wendy's. Look that up if you're interested. And while I was looking through their menu, I figured I'd, grab something for lunch. Something a little bit lighter. A lot of times I'll get like a Dave's Double or something. So I decided to go the chicken sandwich route. Boom! What is this? This is their Asiago Ranch Chicken Club Sandwich. The spicy edition. Ooh-wee. Now, folks, what with this being a chicken sandwich, it's going to end up on my Chicken Sandwich Wars playlist, which is a playlist for just chicken sandwiches. Oh, it's been a while since I've had one of these. Ooh, that's not a bad-looking chicken sandwich. I mean, folks, come on now. That's not, it's a bacon. It's a thing. There's a lot of lettuce. So much lettuce. Let's... We'll do it like this, I guess. Let's give it a go, man. So much lettuce. Got some decent bacon. Not that much surprise. Like, one of their main featured items is the fucking Baconator, so. But fast food bacon can be very Wendy's, though, they got some decent bacon. It's nice and crispy. It's got nice flavor to it. It's not as good as like proper bacon, but it does a respectable job. I love that ranch sauce. As a kid, Wendy's was pretty much always my favorite chicken sandwich when it came to fast food. Mind you, this is long before the days of the Popeyes chicken sandwich and what have you. And I always really liked that ranch. I just think it works really nice, It's not overly tangy, it's a little bit buttery. That's just tasty, man. Then you got the nice bacon to go with it. The chicken itself isn't anything amazing, but it's not bad, If I were comparing it against a certain clown and his arches, I would definitely say that this is a far better chicken sandwich in that capacity. However, I would say that it's probably inferior to your Popeyes, to, your KFCs. But it's a more than respectable chicken sandwich. And they don't put fucking pickles on it. We used to be a proper society that didn't put pickles on everything. And now somehow we live in this weird apocalyptic pickle universe, and I don't fucking like it. Instead, you just get a nice little bit with some lettuce just to break things up a little bit. That's nice. That's a good chicken sandwich. The bacon is nice. Adds in a little extra savoriness. Cheese is good. Nice and melty. I do wish the spiciness were a little bit more substantial. That's for me, though. I do like, things with a little extra kick. It's there. It kind of warms your mouth up a little bit. But this is definitely where certain elements of this remind me fondly of the 90s. I definitely wasn't getting fondled in the 90s. That's for damn sure. No, to be fair, that was a good thing. I wasn't even 18 until like sort of the early 2000s. So, but anyway, certain elements remind me fondly of the 90s, like the ranch and the lack of pickles. The spice level is also of the 90s too, and like little kid Brandon probably been like, oh, that's spicy, but almost 40-year-old Brandon, yeah, it's there. That's a good chicken sandwich. I like it. But, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. Easy. I'm not going to say it's the best chicken sandwich ever. It's definitely not. Throughout going and doing all of these reviews, and especially a few years ago when you had the chicken sandwich wars going on, everybody and their mom was putting out a, chicken sandwich. And Wendy stood their ground. They had good chicken sandwiches to begin with. But they're not the best thing ever. All things considered, though, they do a more than adequate job. They're like a solid, B-. Yeah, you might not go over there and put it up on the fridge, but it's respectable. You're not going to go over there and ground them for it. I mean, maybe your parents would. I don't know. Maybe they were shitty like that. Although, to be fair, maybe if my dad had pushed me a little bit more. But I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway. But yeah, I would get it again. I like it. I think it's just a stalwart, solid sandwich. It combines a lot of things that I like. And again, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the 90s. So, I like it. If I'm recommending it, I don't see any reason not to get this. And it comes in non-spicy, so if that limited level of spice is too much for you, fair enough. You can get it without that. But I think that all the elements are there. Again, extra credit for the bacon actually tasting good. Chicken's, put together nicely. It's a solid chicken sandwich. Again, solid B-. So, if that's not good enough for you, okay, if you're not there for the chicken sandwich of the people, that's on you. But otherwise, I think it's good. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your year. Folks, go over there for yourselves a truly 90s-tastic rest of your life. I mean, some things were good about the 90s. Other things weren't. We always look back on things more fondly and, inflation rates and housing and, But then there were other things where it's like, well, and riots and government dismantling lots of laws that were meant to protect people, although they do that now too, so, yeah. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity into the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. When we find ourselves in situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important we go over there, whenever possible, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, do you have a favorite sandwich from the 90s? Man, I think back fondly on chicken sandwiches from the 90s, you know? Like I said, I've always liked Wendy's. I was always a big fan of the grilled chicken sandwich from McDonald's. I've always been sad that went away. You had the, what was it? Chicken BLT or whatever the fuck it was from McDonald's. That was really good. That might have been the 2000s, though, but I don't know. Let me know what sandwiches you're nostalgic for.